Good day, everybody. It is January the 13th. I do believe it's a Tuesday. We're a little behind our Sunday update here, but we're in the middle of a melt. She's been above zero for 2 days. The snow is just about gone. Cattle have got bales spread out and are still working on them, but they're out grazing in the grass right now. Thought I'd give you a little show and have a look and see what they're doing. So this was the first bale coming in line, and they've worked through it. They re-exposed the second bale, which was the number one bale that they dropped. Digging back through it and finding out what they can find. They come back and work through this when they feel like it. Right now, the weather's too nice. They want to be out grazing, and that's okay, I guess. I sure would like to see some snow and rain, but it doesn't seem like it wants to come. As for the bale grazing, I'm pretty happy with the way it's gone. These last couple bales have quite a few fines left that they'll come back and pick through. As I said, most of our snow's gone. I bought myself a power station, this little doodad, on Boxing Day, on the special on Boxing Day through EcoFlow. It runs my well pump, so we're starting to fill up like usually they come and drink, but there's so much water laying around right now, I don't think they're going to come and drink. We're going to go check it out, see what's happening over at the well. I'll see if they've drank the water that I left them there yesterday in a tub. But there's little puddles laying everywhere, so I don't expect they're going to really be worried about it. It runs it no problem once I get my well house set up with some solar panels and stuff. I'm sure we'll be off to the races come spring, get everything filled up before the cattle show up, and once things are full, I think it'll have a fairly easy time of keeping up because it's a pretty big pump. I'll take you for a walk. I don't know, this is almost too warm, but not much a person can do about it. Nice thing about this EcoFlow is you can just pick it up and carry it wherever you want. It's 27 pounds, and I don't know, seems to be working just fine. They didn't drink all their water, but this is an 1.25 inch line, guys. hold on. Got to put you in my pocket for 1 second. Just hang on. I'll have to edit that, but we'll just give you a quick demonstration of how long it takes to fill up a 20-gallon tub. And it don't take long. How's everybody doing in their New Year's? Hope you're having a good run at 2026 so far. Turn it on. And turn the AC on. So on these things, I don't know, there, it's telling you to get going. It's using 1221. It'll drop down to about 1100. So it's pumping now. You got power on the back. Okay, the water just started. So at 137 of this, yeah, it's down to about 1154 already. It's a pretty handy little unit. That's going to be in the well house as the power source, running on solar. I can plug solar right into it. Kind of handy. I figured it was time to up the game here at the farm for better, more reliable, more productive water. So in less than a minute, there, 10 seconds, less than a minute, it filled that 20 gallons. It's a pretty good pump. It's a half-horse submersible down a 42-foot well casing, 30-inch well casing. Them cows couldn't care less that I'm pumping water for them. Like I said, they've got water in all the puddles. I'm just, I guess, somewhat bored, but I want to get this figured out. I haven't charged it. I pumped up you yesterday for them, and I have not charged it. And then I pumped a little bit today. I'm just going to kind of play around and see how much it'll pump without being charged. But these power stations are a giant leap in technology comparing to the old solar systems. It's really like, it's a Life Pro 4 battery. It's got its own charge controller, and it's got its own inverter. Plus it runs 12 volt. You got 12 volt capacity on it, and you've got 110 volt capacity on it. It's all one unit. So it's all one unit, and like I say, it's kind of just a giant step forward compared to where I started with solar 15-20 years ago. And It's much more reliable, much more powerful. I mean, to run that well pump with something you can carry around 27 pounds, according to the readout, I think it'll, when that thing's fully charged, it should run the pump for up to an hour. Okay, so let's do the math on that. At 20 gallons a minute, 60, that's 1,200 gallons. And now if you were to have it'll take up to 500 watts of solar generation. So at 1,200 watts of solar generation, you're going to increase your pump time by another third, because it actually can charge and discharge at the same time. If you could plug it into a wall, which out here could be a little technical because there's no power, but if you were in a place where you could plug it into a wall, you could charge it to 1,200 watts per hour, or 1,200 watts period is what it'll take a charge at. So if I was to have extra power and I had a battery set up here, like an old style battery set up here, and an inverter, and I ran everything through the power station with solar, and if I inverted power off of another set of batteries, I could theoretically charge to 1,700 watts, which means as much as my reserve and my solar was putting out, the power station would run as a pass-through system and actually not use its own power. It only uses its own power when there's not enough power coming in the 110 volt charging system to equilibrate what it's using. So then it'll start using its own power, but it'll charge up to 1,200. So it just about should run that pump on any of the reserve stuff. And then if that goes dead, then it's still got its hour of pumping. So I may or may not do that. I got to see if it just will work on the 500 watts, because 500 watts is a lot of power. Cows are out grazing on the grass, and they're very happy to do so. They're in nice shape. They're content. The weather's nice. There's water about every 20 feet in the little potholes right now because the ground's still froze. They're just doing well. I think if this weather maintains tomorrow, I won't even have to bother coming down to them. I'll just go feed the pigs, and I've got a workshop to go do tomorrow. So we're going to go do that, learn how to apply for some government funding to pay for part of this water system that I'm changing up. And we'll go from there. Anyway, I hope this quick little update works for you and intrigues you on the pumping that I'm going to be doing. I know it's not a very substantial system right now, but I am building a well house currently, and it's going to come out here in spring and get set in and leveled, and we're going to run the whole system out of that house with a couple of panels, and we're going to try to beef up the system around here so that we get a little more production. Okay, you guys have yourself a great day. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Talk to you later. Bye.